It's more than a game. It's more than just practice. It's more than coaching.
It's more than learning.
It's more than a team.
Es más que el béisbol.
Being a good teammate.
Being responsible.
Being a hard worker.
It's learning how to communicate.
Becoming the best version of myself.
It's more than baseball. It's a program that transforms lives.
And that's why we need your help to transform the baseball field at Atlantic Cape that has gone unused for years. Through the Bring It Home Capital campaign, we'll work to restore and revitalize the field on campus, giving the Buccaneers a true home field advantage, where we can honor their hard work and dedication. We don't just teach these young men how to be better ball players, we teach them how to be better people, instilling values like responsibility, commitment, and dependability. Our players understand that what happens on the field is only part of the picture. What they do in the classroom, at home, and in their communities is just as important as being a well-rounded athlete. Help us bring it home. Let's show these young athletes that there's nothing that can't be accomplished through determination and teamwork. It's more than baseball. It's changing lives. And together, we can make a difference.
We are live here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City for Game 2 of a doubleheader here on Tuesday afternoon between the Union County College Owls and the Atlantic Cape Community College Buccaneers. Hello, everybody. I am Vin Abneu here on BFA Sports as we get set for action in game number 2 and a view of the skyline here in Atlantic City, Harrah's Resort and Casino and the Borgata there. Just past the direction of the left field line. Take a look now at the starting lineup for the visiting Union County Owls. It'll be Cesar Murillo, Brian Padilla, Javier Alfonso to start things off, Daniel Decker, Axel Alvera, Miguel Leocadio, Max Tabak, Joel Matos, and Jake Krawcheck. Going up against Ryan Master here for the Buccaneers. We'll be starting things off in Game 2 after a complete game thrown by Joe Hamill in Game number 1. We'll hit on some of the highlights from that as we go along here in Game 2. Taking a look now at the Buccaneers defense for Game 2. A little different, but mostly the same. Javier Vega in left, Kevin Foreman in center, Nate Goodrich over in right. In the infield, Monero at third, Sori at short, and Tonicello at second base. Frank Moretta is at first, and Jack Jones behind the plate here in Game 2. Ryan Masters ready and deals low. Ball 1, and we are underway here in Game 2 as Cesar Murillo takes a look at ball 1. Master working quickly to get things started, and Murillo pops it foul out of play. Murillo in Game 1 scored a run after reaching on an error in the first, had a single in the third, and then a pop out, and pops this one foul. And out of play, and the count 1-2. The 1-2 from Master. Grounded fair towards first, off the glove of Moretta. Throws to first to Master, and they can't get Murillo. So he beats it out an infield single. That one ate up Frank Moretta playing first base. And the leadoff man aboard for the Owls. That'll bring up Brian Padilla. Padilla had a walk, a single, and a fly out to right. Flies this one deep into center field. Kevin Foreman drifts over, makes the catch for out number one. In the last home game that Ryan Master pitched in was recently against Middlesex County. Pitched a complete game in a 5-1 victory for Atlantic Cape. Would like to do more of the same here. Javier Alfonso, now the hitter. He was 1 for 3 in game one, had an RBI single, hit into a double play, and struck out swinging. Runner on first, 1 out. As we are underway here in game two, Alfonso swings and misses there, 0-1. Buccaneers won game one of today's doubleheader by a score of 3-1. Helped in part by the dominating performance on the mound by Joe Hamill, who had 11 strikeouts. Ryan Master deals here up high to Alfonso, 1-1. Buccaneers looking to get the sweep of the doubleheader here. Owls, meanwhile, on the other end, looking to earn a split. Master deals up high. And the count 2-1 on Alfonso. Murillo leads off first. Grounded into left field for a base hit. So Murillo stops at second on the 1-out single to left by Javier Alfonso. Right between the shortstop Sori and third baseman Monero. So 2 on and a man out. Daniel Decker now the hitter from Scotch Plains Fanwood High School. Master deals a little bit high, 1-0. Murillo off second, Alfonso off first. Master in a little bit of a jam here to open things up in game two. Chop toward first, Moretta fields, and it's a foul ball. That ball was smoked to Moretta, able to field it cleanly that time, but it took a turn foul. Sun has taken a nap behind the clouds. It's turned from a mostly sunny day today into a mostly cloudy afternoon. Swing and a miss there by Decker, and the count 1-2. Still just as windy as it was when we started game one and went throughout. Wind blown from left field to right field, a little northeast as well. As taking a look at the flag there behind the center field wall. Master steps off, collecting himself here ahead of the 1-2. Runners lead first and second, 1 out. Master deals the 1-2. Grounded to second. Antonicello fields, throws to second, 1. No throw back to first as Decker beat it out. And there are now 2 away. Murillo moves over to third. Axel Alvera now the hitter with runners on the corners and 2 gone. First pitch to Olvera. Driven into right field. Goodrich giving it a chase, and he won't get there. It'll go all the way to the wall. Scoring with ease is Murillo. Heading toward third, and stopping there is Alfonso. Check that, Decker on the RBI double by Axel Olvera. And the Owls out to a 1-0 lead. That ball was rocketed down the right field line by Olvera, giving the Owls an early lead here in Game 2. Miguel Leocadio, now the hitter with 2 gone and runners on second and third. And that pitch outside, ball 1. Leocadio 0 for 2 in Game 1 with a walk. A couple ground balls. One was a double play. That one grounded foul behind the plate. 1-1. You know, on a windy day like today, we saw it a little bit yesterday with how Bergen County was playing Atlantic Cape hitters, kind of shifting them, almost thinking that they were going to hit it toward right center and right field. That one off the glove of Jones to the backstop. Coming in to score is Decker, and the Owls out to a 2-0 lead. Olvera moves to third on the play. Pitch on Leocadio, swing and a miss. Runner on third, 2 away. High drive foul out of play down the right field line. Owls jumping out to a 2-0 lead here in the first. Ryan Master looking to work out of further trouble and deals outside. 2-2 the count, or 3-2 the count, check that. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runs already in here in the first for Union County. Olvera leads off third. Pitch, ground ball to third, eats up Monero, but fields it, fires over to first to Moretta, and that'll end the threat. Nice play there at third base by Justin Monero to wrap things up here in the first. 2-0 Owls. Buccaneers coming to bat on BFA Sports. We go to the bottom of the first here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City. Vin Avenue with you here on BFA Sports. 2-0 Owls, and let's take a look now at the Buccaneers starting lineup. It'll be similar but a little bit different. We'll get to that as well. Kevin Foreman leads off, followed by Nate Goodrich and Luis Sari. Justin Monero moves to the cleanup spot, followed by Dante DePalma, the designated hitter. Frank Moretta playing first base. Mo Antonicello, Jack Jones doing the catching, and Javier Vega rounds out the order. Talking to one of the coaches in between games, Omar Hernandez had left, pinch hit for by Moretta about halfway through game one. And we were taking it back. It seems like he may have aggravated that hip groin injury that he had yesterday in the game against Bergen County, Hernandez, where he kind of twisted on that one swing at the plate. Ended up staying in the game as catcher, but unavailable to go here in game two. Foreman hits one back to the mound. Easy play for Chris Rios, and there's quickly one away. Christopher Rios doing the pitching for the Owls in game number two. Taking a look now at the Owls defense, and then Warren Hernandez. Jake Krawczak in left field. Joey Montos in center. Axel Alvera in right. Brian Padilla at third. Cesar Murillo at shortstop. Miguel Leocadio at second base. Javier Alfonso at first. And doing the catching is Max Tadek. Nick Goodrich now the hitter for the Buccaneers. Rio steals inside. So there's something on that swing by Hernandez in game one that he got hurt on, and then tried to give it a go in game one, got through one at bat, and there's a strike to Goodrich, and unable to go in game two. The thinking is that he may have aggravated it, if you will, when he was stretching on a play on a throw to first base in game number one this afternoon. Pitch to Goodrich, driven up the middle. Nice play on the backhand there by the second baseman Leocadio, and there are two away. So Omar Hernandez most likely not available here in game two, certainly not in the starting lineup. So hopefully a speedy recovery for the Buccaneers first baseman, DH. Louis Sari now the hitter with two away. And pitch by Rios outside. Sari in game one. Ground out, reached on an E7, scored a run, walked, and scored a run as well in that 3-1 victory. Rio steals the 1-0 inside. Sorry, had to jump back there. 2-0. What's turned out to be a mostly cloudy and very windy afternoon in Atlantic City. Rio steals a 2-0. High pop into right. Getting underneath it to make the catch is Alvera, as the ball drifted onto the warning track there, and the Buccaneers go down 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the first. 2-0 Owls. We go to the second on BFA Sports.
It's more than a game. It's more than just practice. It's more than coaching.
It's more than learning.
It's more than baseball. It's a program that transforms lives.
And that's why we need your help to transform the baseball field at Atlantic Cape that has gone unused for years. Through the Bring It Home Capital campaign, we'll work to restore and revitalize the field on campus, giving the Buccaneers a true home field advantage, where we can honor their hard work and dedication. We don't just teach these young men how to be better ball players, we teach them how to be better people. Instilling values like responsibility, commitment, and dependability help us bring it home. Let's show these young athletes that there's nothing that can't be accomplished through determination and teamwork. It's more than baseball, it's changing lives, and together we can make a difference.
We go to the top of the second inning here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City. Owls lead 2-0 as we get things started in the top of the second. Max Tabak, Joel Montos, and Jake Krawczyk for Union County against Ryan Master here in inning number 2. And first pitch is a strike. And the 0-1. And quickly strike 2 on Tabak doing the catching here in game number 2. Jacob Bottomley getting game number 2 off. He had caught game 1 for the Owls. Master deals the 0-2 up high. And it's 1-2. One two is in the dirt, and it's 2-2. Monero on the lip of the infield grass at third base. Sari and Antonicello been a couple steps toward the lip of the outfield grass at second and short. That pitch up high. And it's a full count on Tabak. Frank Moretta playing a few feet behind the bag at first. It's about normal depth. The 3-2. And that's outside ball 4. A leadoff walk here in the second inning to Max Tabak. So the leadoff man aboard, Joel Matos, will be the hitter for the Owls. Had game 1 off. Playing center field here in game number 2. Franklin Solano getting game number 2 off for Union County. Master deals up and in, and it's 1-0 on Matos. As more clouds have drawn in, the wind has stayed the same, but it's definitely gotten a little bit more chillier here in Atlantic City. Master deals up high there to Matos. Masters struggled a little bit early on in this game with some command. Certainly the chilliness and the wind could be playing a factor and all that with some of his off-speed stuff. Tabak leads off first, and Master deals outside 3-0 now to Matos. The 3-0 upstairs, ball 4. Ryan Master did not like that call. Thought he had, well, he certainly had the plate, but he thought he had the zone there as well. So back-to-back walks to start things here in the second inning. And Coach Velarde, after the reaction from Ryan Master, going to go out and have a chat with Master to try and calm his right-hander down here in the second inning after back-to-back walks. Just want to keep the double play intact, certainly. Try to maybe induce a ground ball here. Season winding down in Region 19. Been in a up and down season for the Bucks. Certainly a high note today in Game 1. Dominating pitching performance by Joe Hamill, 11 strikeouts in a 3-1 victory. Buccaneers trail 2-0 here in game number 2 of today's doubleheader. 2 7-inning contests, so 7 innings here in game 2, just like game 1. Jake Krawczyk, now the hitter with 2 aboard, and offers to bunt. Tries to pull back, but it's a little too far, and it's strike 1. So Tabak leads off second, Matos off first. Infield in at the corners. Master deals inside to Krawczyk, and it's 1-1. Sari playing close to Tabak, who's now out to a lead there at second base. Antonicello playing normal depth at second. Bunt there, back to the mound, caught by Ryan Master. Throw to first, not in time. Ryan Master tried to double off Joe Matos there at first, but a nice catch there on the bunt in the air by Jake Krawczyk. And there's now one away. Back to the top of the order now is Cesar Murillo. Led off the game with a single, and then later came around to score. So runners on first and second now, one away. And Master deals inside, 1-0. The 1-0 inside, 2-0. Tabak leads off second. Matos off of first. They drew back-to-back walks to start things in the second inning. The 2-0 to Murillo. And it's 3-0. Ryan Master certainly not a fan of the home plate umpire strike zone in game two, but also missing spots as well. The 3-0, and the bases are loaded. 3 walks in the inning issued by Ryan Master. Tabak to third, Matos to second. The only out was the bunt up in the air just a moment ago by Jake Krawczyk. So bases loaded, 1 out. Brian Padilla now the hitter. He flew out to center field in his first at-bat. Ryan Master in another jam here in the second inning, looking to keep things at 2-0. Deals outside. Owls, meanwhile, with a big opportunity to put up a crooked number here early in the game. And the 1-0. High pop into foul territory. Moretta giving it a look, and it's in the seats. Certainly the sun no longer an issue here in Atlantic City, as it was on occasion in game number 1 of today's doubleheader. Kind of was like that yesterday as well. It was a full 9-inning game. The sun kind of hid later in the game. Driven into left field there, going toward foul territory. Sorry giving it a look, makes the catch. In foul territory, nobody advances, so bases loaded now, 2 gone after the catch by Sori to retire Padilla. Sori had to travel a little bit as well from his shortstop perch to get that one in foul territory in left field. So bases loaded, 2 away. Javier Alfonso, now the hitter, singled in the first. Action getting a wild pitch to the backstop. That'll score a run with ease. Tabak scores. Matos moves to third. And Murillo over to second. And the Owls take a 3-0 lead. Tough start to the game for Ryan Master. Second and third, 2 gone. Pitch to Alfonso in the dirt, 2-0. As action gets going in the Buccaneers bullpen down the left field line. And they're just going to give him the free pass. So bases loaded again here in the second inning. And Daniel Decker, now the hitter, reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the first. And that pitch outside, 1-0. Ryan Masters certainly had his better games this season, been more masterful, if you will. Just having a tough outing here in game 2. Pitch up high. 2-0. He's having trouble finding the zone. Some of the pitches are over the plate, but up high. So 2-0 the count, bases loaded, 2 away here in the second inning. And there's a strike. Count 2-1 on Decker. Owls scored 2 in the first, have added a run here in the second. The 2-1. Upstairs, and it's 3-1, nowhere to put Decker. The 3-1. Grounded foul outside of first, and the count's gone full. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded here in the top of the second. Master deals to Decker. Upstairs. And he'll walk in a run. Decker had to get out of the way of that one. And the Owls take a 4-0 lead. Scoring is Matos. Murillo over to third. Alfonso to second. Axel Alvera. Now the hitter had an RBI double in the first inning. Was later stranded at third. So 4-0 Owls here in the second. Pitch by Master in there for strike one. Alvera, the 8th hitter of the inning for Union County. And there's strike 2. Ryan Master looking to work out of further trouble here in the second. Action has stalled in the Buccaneers bullpen down the left field line. Swing and a miss, and the inning is over. 3 straight strikes to Axel Alvera. 8 hitters in the inning. Owls add a couple more runs. They lead 4-0. We go to the bottom of the second on BFA Sports. We go to the bottom of the second inning here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City. Vin Avenue with you here on BFA Sports. Thanks for joining us here on Tuesday afternoon. Game 2 of a doubleheader here between the Union County College Owls and the Atlantic Cape Community College Buccaneers. Owls scored 2 in the first, 2 in the second, and lead 4-0 as we go to the bottom of the second inning here in game number 2. For the Buccaneers in the bottom of the second, it'll be Justin Monero, Dante DePalma, and Frank Moretta looking to get the Buccaneers offense alive after a 1-2-3 first inning. Dealt by Christopher Rios. Monero chops that one foul outside of third base. 0-1. In game 1, Monero went 1 for 2, RBI double, a run, ground out, and was walked intentionally in the 6th inning of game 1. The 0-1, grounded fair down the third base line, off the third baseman Padilla. Monero rounding first, heading towards second, and Padilla hurt, lying on his back there outside of third base. And Monero, everybody rushing over to third base to check in on Padilla, who's now sitting in a more upright position. That ball was smoked down the third base line. Check it out on the BFA Live Sports replay. Monero got on top of it, and hard to tell where it hit Padilla. Now he's up on his feet and walking around there at third base. It appears well enough to stay in the game. Umpire just checking on him, joking with him a little bit. Monero giving him a little 5. So thankfully Padilla okay. Field umpire checking in on him. Looks like a little bit of a smile there, so It's definitely a good sign.
Now back, number 27, Dante DePalma.
It's a scary ground ball rocketed down the third base line. So Monero on second to lead things off here in the second inning. In scoring position for Dante DePalma, the designated hitter, here in Game 2. In Game 1, DePalma had a pair of RBIs, single, fielder's choice, and popped to first. Rio steals a strike, and it's 0-1. Rios checks on Monero and delivers. Swing and a miss by DePalma. Tried to chase it out in front, sort of tapped his helmet afterwards, saying, nah, that was not a wise decision to swing at that one. So DePalma knows. Monero takes a lead off of second base. Rios gives him a look. Long stare, and now delivers. Grounded by DePalma to shortstop, and somehow Monero overstepped that ball and avoid being hit on the way by. As DePalma retired at first, Monero advances to third. Obviously, if the ball hits Monero there, he's out. So Monero on third now with one away after the ground out by DePalma. And Frank Moretta, the hitter, playing first base from the get-go here in Game 2, had come in for Omar Hernandez in the middle of Game 1 after Hernandez left with an injury. Moretta drives one into right field. Olvera makes the catch, tagging at third and heading toward the plate is Monero, and he'll score as the throw is up the line. So the Buccaneers on the board on the sacrifice fly by Moretta. It's now a 4-1 ball game.
Now batting, number 8, Bo Antoncello.
So a nice piece of hitting by Monero to get on with a double. Took third on the ground ball by DePalma. And Moretta drove him in on the sac fly. So a little bit of small ball gets the Buccaneers their first run here in the second. So 2 away, and that'll bring up Mo Antonicello. And he looks at a ball inside, 1-0. That doesn't always have to be the long ball. Small ball works too. The Buccaneers have shown that throughout the course of the season as well in scoring some runs. Strike there to Antonicello. And the 1-1 from Rios. Grounded up the middle. Fielded there at short. Throw to first. And he's out. Antonicello. Nice throw there by Murillo to just get Antonicello at first. And a nice grab at the other end by Javier Alfonso. 1 run in the inning for the Buccaneers. 1 hit. It is a 4-1 ball game as we go to the third on BFA Sports.
It's more than a game. It's more than just practice. It's more than coaching.
It's more than learning.
It's more than baseball. It's a program that transforms lives.
And that's why we need your help to transform the baseball field at Atlantic Cape that has gone unused for years. Through the Bring It Home Capital campaign, we'll work to restore and revitalize the field on campus, giving the Buccaneers a true home field advantage, where we can honor their hard work and dedication. We don't just teach these young men how to be better ball players, we teach them how to be better people. Instilling values like responsibility, commitment, and dependability help us bring it home. Let's show these young athletes that there's nothing that can't be accomplished through determination and teamwork. It's more than baseball, it's changing lives, and together we can make a difference. We
go to the third inning here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City. Vin Avenue with you here on BFA Sports. Owls lead 4-1. Miguel Lecadio leads things off for the Owls, and he pops one up foul behind the plate and out of play, 0-1. Lecadio, Max Tabak, and Joe Matos here in the third inning as Ryan Master back out there for inning number 3. Action resumes in the Buccaneers bullpen, though. Pitch inside. And the count 1-1. Lecadio grounded to third in his first at-bat. Driven into right field, chasing Goodrich toward the line, makes the catch! A nice dive there by Nate Goodrich in right. Sensational dive in right for out number 1 here in the third. Check it out on the BFA Live Sports replay. Nate Goodrich putting it all on the line there for out number 1. Nice play by the Buccaneers right fielder. Max Tabak now the hitter. He walked in his first trip to the plate and then later scored a run. Owls lead 4-1 here, top half of the third inning. Master deals outside. Ryan Master looking to keep things at 4-1. Have a nice bounce back inning. And deals inside there. And has lost the plate against Max Tabak. And there's a strike. Master deals a strike. Tabak thought it was ball 4. Instead, it's strike 2. Tabak fell over in the process as he was convinced it was ball 4. He was on his way to first. So Ryan Master with an opportunity here. One away, the 3-2. Swing and a miss. And Master wins that battle 2 away. Strikeout number 2 for Ryan Master. 2 gone. That'll bring up Joe Matos, who walked and scored in the second inning. Owls lead 4-1 here in game 2 of this afternoon's doubleheader. Master deals outside to Matos, 1-0. Buccaneers winning game 1 by a score of 3-1. The 1-0. High pop-up foul. Loretta gives it a look. It's in the seats. And the count 1-1. Owls looking to earn a split of today's doubleheader. Buccaneers looking to sweep. Driven down the right field line, foul and out of play. And the count 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Master delivers outside. The count's even at 2 apiece. It's definitely been windy all day today. Certainly at times like right now, a little bit more gustier. The 2-2. Driven into right field. Goodrich being chased back toward the warning track. And it's off the wall. Heading towards second with a 2-out double is Joe Matos. Goodrich gave it a run, but just over his leaping effort there in right field. And a nice 2-out double for Joe Matos. Puts him in a scoring position for the Owls. Drama is set up there for another nice diving or spectacular catch by Nate Goodrich. Certainly has that ability, an excellent defensive right fielder. Pitch by Master, a little check swing there and an appeal to the field umpire, and no No movement. So Jake Krawcheck. It's a 1-0 pitch. Now it's 1-1 after a strike there by Ryan Master. Krawcheck bunted in the second inning, but up into the air, and it was caught in front of the mound by Ryan Master. Runner on second, 2 away. Pitch is just outside. And Ryan Master certainly all but pleased with that call. Master delivers here, swing and a miss. And that'll retire the side here in the third. Damage limited to just a double by Matos. Owls lead 4-1. We go to the bottom of the third on BFA Sports. We go to the bottom of the third inning here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City. Vin Abenu with you here on BFA Sports. Thanks for joining us. Game 2 of a doubleheader between Union County and Atlantic Cape. It'll be Jack Jones, Javier Vega, Kevin Foreman for the Bucks here in the third as Jones hits that one foul. And out of play. First at bat of the game for the Buccaneers catcher here in Game 2. Game 1. Jones grounded out, was hit by a pitch, and struck out. So far, so good for Christopher Rios on the other end of things for the Owls. Ground ball to shortstop. Murillo fields, and there's one away. That'll bring up Javier Vega to the plate for the first time here in Game 2. And then back to the top of the order with Kevin Foreman next. First pitch to Vega upstairs, 1-0 from Rios. Just one hit so far for the Buccaneers. It was the double in the second inning. As that ground ball off the glove of Rios, and it'll allow Vega to reach. As Rios recovered to get the ball and throw over to first, but the ball dropped by Alfonso. And so Vega aboard with one away, that double that I mentioned earlier by Monero in the second inning. So one on, one out. Call it an infield single for the moment. So Vega aboard, Kevin Foreman the hitter. He grounded out in the first inning, back to the mound. Vega leads off first. He thought about going and then stayed put. His first pitch to Kevin Foreman, a strike. Max Tabak rose up there in the event that Vega decided to take off, but he thought better of it and stayed put. The 0-1 to Foreman inside. Vega's going. Throw down to second. Not in time as the ball gets by the shortstop, Murillo. Check out the second baseman, Leocadio, who's Murillo backing up. And a stolen base for Javier Vega. So now runner in scoring position for the Buccaneers with one out in the third. Rios delivers. Ground ball to shortstop. Murillo fields, throws to third, and it hits Vega in the back. Everybody's safe. Murillo tried getting the throw over to Padilla, but threw right into the number on Vega's back. So Vega's safely over there at third, with a possible bruise to show for his efforts. Kevin Foreman aboard at first base on the fielder's choice. And Nate Goodrich, now the hitter with runners on the corners and one away. Goodrich grounded to second base in his first at-bat. Runner goes, Foreman, and no throw. Foreman in there. And now runners second and third. So back-to-back steals, or two steals in the inning, have helped the Buccaneers get into scoring position. Second and third now with one gone. As the wind picks up a little bit more here. Pitch to Goodrich outside. Opportunity here for Goodrich and the Buccaneers to hit a run or two and shorten the gap. Goodrich grounds it to first, throw to the plate to get Vega, and the tag not in time. Vega slides in underneath the tag at the plate, and the Buccaneers now trail 4-2. There's a nice throw there to the plate by Alfonso, but just a little bit high for Max Tabak to apply the tag. Kevin Foreman over to third on the play. Goodrich aboard on a fielder's choice. Louis Sorry now the hitter. Runners on the corners, one away. Throw over to first to check on Goodrich. He's back safe. Buccaneers got one run in the second, one more here in the third. Sorry showing bunt and pulls back. Goodrich will steal second. They were paying no attention to him whatsoever on that one. And he steals second with ease as nobody was even there. So runners on second and third now with one away. Sorry flew out to right field in his first at-bat. Rios does a little fake toss to second. Nobody there to receive the throw other than Nate Goodrich. Rios deals a strike to Sorry. Second and third, one out. Buccaneers trail 4-2 here in the bottom half of the third. Rios checks in on Goodrich, delivers. Driven foul out of play down the right field line by Louis Sorry. One and two. Rios gives a stare at Goodrich, and now deals. Grounded to short. Murillo fields, throws to first, and they retire. Sorry, scoring is Kevin Foreman, and the Buccaneers now trail 4-3. Nate Goodrich over to third on the play.
Number 20, Justin Monero.
Justin Monero now the hitter. He doubled in his first at bat, and then later came around to score. Pitch outside from Rios. Runner on third, 2 out here in the third inning. Buccaneers have gotten a couple runs back. They now trail 4-3. Game 2 of a doubleheader, 2 7-inning contests, so 7-inning game here. Rios delivers. That one misses. 2-0. Rios looks in for the sign, likes what he sees from Tabak, and delivers in the dirt. It goes to the backstop, a pass ball. Scoring and tying the game is Nate Goodrich. Now we are all knotted up at 4 here in the third. A 3-0 count on Monero. The Buccaneers have scored 3 times here in inning number 3, and we got ourselves a brand new ball game. Base is empty now, 2 away. Pitch to Monero. And there's a strike. Rios delivers. Grounded. Fair down the left field line. Monero rounding first. Thinking about Sue, and he'll stay put at second. Good relay in. Good throw in by Jake Krawcheck out there in left. So a nice loud 2-out single by Justin Monero, and he's aboard. And 2 for 2 as well here in game number 2. And that will allow Dante DePalma to get an at-bat here in the third. DePalma grounded to shortstop in the second inning. He's 0 for 1. Rios steals strike 1. Monero leads off first with 2 away. He's staying put. Ground ball up the middle by DePalma. Easy enough play for Murillo. Steps on the bag at second, and that'll do it. But the Buccaneers tie the game. 3 runs here in the third. We are all knotted up at 4 as we go to the 4th on BFA Sports.
It's more than a game. It's more than just practice. It's more than coaching.
It's more than learning.
It's more than baseball. It's a program that transforms lives.
And that's why we need your help to transform the baseball field at Atlantic Cape that has gone unused for years. Through the Bring It Home Capital campaign, we'll work to restore and revitalize the field on campus, giving the Buccaneers a true home field advantage, where we can honor their hard work and dedication. We don't just teach these young men how to be better ball players, we teach them how to be better people. Instilling values like responsibility, commitment, and dependability help us bring it home. Let's show these young athletes that there's nothing that can't be accomplished through determination and teamwork. It's more than baseball, it's changing lives, and together we can make a difference.
It's more than a game. It's more than just practice.
We go to the top of the fourth inning here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City. Vin Avenue with you here on BFA Sports. Ryan Master out there on the mound for inning number 4. His team clawed all the way back and tied this thing back up, so a new ball game. For the Owls here in inning number 4, top of the order, Cesar Murillo, Brian Padilla, and Javier Alfonso. Murillo singled and scored in the first, walked in inning number 2. Game 2 of a doubleheader, top of the 4th underway, and Murillo with a leadoff single to left. Vega, who was playing more toward left center, goes over and retrieves it and holds Murillo to a single. Fires a strike over to first, and Jack Jones there to receive it. Trying to get Murillo stranding too far. He's back safe. So an eventful single there, but Murillo steady at first. As action gets going again in the Buccaneers bullpen. Murillo leads off first. Here's Padilla. He's 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground out. He hits a foul ball there. It looked like it may have gone off the home plate umpire. Murillo's certainly a threat to run at first base. He's got the speed. Moretta holding him on at the moment. The 0-1, and before that, a throw to first, and Murillo back safe. Now Master delivers the 0-1, swing and a miss. Padilla tried to golf that one there, and now he's in an 0-2 hole. Throw to first to check on Murillo. He's back. Looked like barely, but back nonetheless. A nice tag there by Moretta. Quick throw over there to first base by Ryan Master. Now the 0-2 runner goes. Ball outside. Throw by Jones to second, and Murillo in there safely. Strong throw by Jones, but just a tad late. As it went toward the second base side of second base, grabbed there by Antonicello. So a stolen base for Cesar Murillo. And a 1-2 count on Brian Padilla. Now a 2-2 count as that pitch heads upstairs. Tied up at 4 here as the top of the 4th underway. Master gives Murillo a couple stares and now deals. High pop-up, foul, and into the seats out of play, off first. And the count will remain 2-2. Master checks on Murillo, delivers in the dirt, blocked there by Jones, which will keep Murillo there at second base. He thought about heading toward third. So nice block by Jack Jones behind the plate. Count now 3-2 on the Owls' third baseman. Master delivers. Pop foul behind the screen, behind the plate onto the suite level here at Sandcastle Stadium, and then it kind of jettisons back into the seats in front of the press box behind the plate. So the count will remain 3-2. Murillo out there with a lead at second, wearing the oven mitt glove on his left hand. Pitch chopped foul in front of the Buccaneers dugout. It's got the batting glove on the right hand, the oven mitt on the left hand. Certainly become a more popular kind of thing with players at all levels, especially if you know you're going to be sliding head first. The 3-2. Chopped up the middle. Fielded by Sari. Throws to first. And that will retire Padilla. Moving over to third is Murillo. That ball hit too hard to even think about turning two, as Murillo was well past Sarian and on his way to third. So runner on third, one away, and that'll bring up Javier Alfonso, singled in the first and was intentionally walked in the second. The pitch to Alfonso, high pop into left. Vega running over, makes a diving catch, and the ball fell out of his mitt. They're going to call it a hit. Scoring is Murillo, and the Owls take a 5-4 lead. And when Vega had caught it, and then the ball popped out of his mitt on the way down. So the Owls take a 5-4 lead. Alfonso at second base. And first pitch of the at-bat to Decker is drilled foul out of play down the right field line. Decker reached in a fielder's choice, scored a run in the first, and then walked in the second inning. Nico Petrelli warming up for the Buccaneers in their bullpen. Pitch by Master. There's strike two. Runner on second base, one away. Owls lead 5-4. The 0-2. High pop in the infield. Moretta charging in into foul territory, makes the catch. And there are two away. With two gone, Axel Olvera will step up to the plate. Had an RBI double in the first, was stranded at third base, and then struck out swinging in the second inning. Javier Alfonso remains at second base, as the Owls have plated a run here in the fourth. Master delivers, and there's a strike. And the count 0-1. Master gives Alfonso a look, and now deals in the dirt. Good block by Jack Jones to keep Alfonso at second base and prevent a pass ball. Minero playing toward the lip of the infield grass at third base. Antonello back at second base. Up high from Ryan Master. Count 2-1. The 2-1, chopped foul behind the plate, and the count 2-2. Buccaneers won game one of today's doubleheader by a score of 3-1, helped by the dominant pitching outing of Joe Hamill, who pitched a complete game, 7 innings, 11 strikeouts. Buccaneers trail 5-4 here in game two. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second. And that one takes the elevator upstairs. The count's gone full. Alfonso leads off second. The 3-2. High fly into right. Goodrich settling underneath it, drifting toward the line, makes the catch. And that'll end the threat here in the fourth. But the Owls get a run back. They lead 5-4. We go to the bottom of the fourth on BFA Sports. go to the bottom of the fourth inning here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City. Vin Avenue with you here on BFA Sports. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. Game 2 of a doubleheader between Union County and Atlantic Cape. It'll be Frank Moretta, Moentonicello, and Jack Jones for the Buccaneers here in the bottom half of the fourth against Christopher Rios. As action gets going in the Owls bullpen down the right field line. Moretta had a sacrifice fly in the second inning on an RBI. Rios delivers low. And Moretta looks at a strike there. Buccaneers winning game 1 of today's doubleheader, 3-1, trailing 5-4 here in inning number 4. 2 7-inning contests, so getting late early here. And that one in the dirt goes to the backstop. It's more of a pitcher's duel, especially for most of game 1 there. A 3-1 final score. Certainly Joe Hamill went the distance, as mentioned, going all 7. And Zach Zoller matched him for the most part. Atlantic Cape had scored 2 in the 4th inning of game 1, 1 in the 6th. Pitch to Moretta. Driven into shallow left center field. It'll be a base hit. Over the head of Cesar Murillo there at shortstop, and getting it in is Jake Krawchak in left. So a leadoff single for the Buccaneers first baseman here in the 4th. Moentonicello now the hitter. He grounded to shortstop in his first at-bat. Product of Wildwood Catholic. Moretta leads off first, and Rio steps off, so Moretta will head back. And now Rio steals a bunt by Moentonicello. Moretta will get to second with ease. Everybody's safe. So a bunt single there by Moentonicello as the ball got by everybody. Got by Rios on the mound. It got by Leocadio at check that. Brian Padilla at third base. So runners on first and second to get things going here in the bottom half of the 4th. And Jack Jones now the hitter. He hit one to shortstop on the ground in his first at bat. He's 0 for 1. Rios delivers a bunt by Jones, and this one is foul. Fair. It had looked like it was kind of teetering with the line up there at third base. Atlantic Cape celebrating its fair. The Owls contesting Brian Padilla there at third, that it rolled foul. And just like that, a clean single and back-to-back bunt singles by the Buccaneers, and the bases are loaded here in the 4th. Moretta to third, and Moentonicello to second base. And just like that, bases loaded, Javier Vega, the hitter. Singleton scored in his last at-bat. Takes a strike there. And it's 0-1. Vega also stole a base in his last trip around the bases. Big opportunity here to drive in a run or two. Rios delivers the 0-1. Grounded up the middle to Murillo. Flips to second one, and that's all they'll get. A run scores as the slide into second base by Jones knocks Leocadio off his feet. And the Buccaneers, at the end of the play, have tied the game at 5. Moretta scored, and Moentonicello moves to third base. Vega reaches on the fielder's choice RBI. Back to the top of the order here with Kevin Foreman. Grounded out, reached on a fielder's choice and scored. Tied up at 5 here in the bottom of the 4th. One gone. 3 straight singles to start the inning, and then another bunt opportunity single here. Misses, throw to second, easily getting into second on a steal is Javier Vega. Now runners back both in scoring position, second and third, one gone. So a clean single by Moretta started it, and then back-to-back bunt singles by Antonicello and Jones got the bases loaded. And then the ground ball, fielder's choice by Vega. Ground ball here by Foreman to short. Murillo fields, bobbles, throws to first. Safe is Foreman. Antonicello scores, and the Buccaneers take a 6-5 lead. And that bobble cost Murillo the out at first. I think the run would have scored nonetheless. Jack Jones now over at third base. And throw over to first. Check that Javier Vega over at third base. Runners on the corners, one away. Buccaneers lead 6-5. Nate Goodrich now the hitter. Offers to bunt, misses. Kevin Foreman steals second base ahead of the throw. Small ball and smart base running by the Buccaneers have put them out in top here in the bottom of the fourth, and now they have second and third again. Buccaneers using some small ball and speed here in game number 2. Pitch to Goodrich. And there's a strike from Rios. Goodrich grounded out in the first inning, had an RBI fielder's choice, and scored a run in the third. Buccaneers have pushed across 2 here in the fourth. Infield in. Rios steals inside and low to Goodrich. Good block there behind the plate by Tabak. Infield remains in. Ball and a strike, one out, second and third. Goodrich grounds it up the middle for a base hit. Vega scores. Rounding third and heading toward the plate is Foreman. The throw's cut off. It is a 2 RBI single for Nate Goodrich. And the Buccaneers score a pair more. They lead 8-5. And Louis Sorry now the hitter. He's 0 for 2. Fly out to right and a ground out, and that looks like it'll be all for Christopher Rios. Owls make a pitching change. Buccaneers lead 8-5. We'll be back in just a moment on BFA Sports. Back here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Buccaneers scoring 4 runs here in the fourth. They lead 8-5. Following the 2 RBI single by Nate Goodrich, Christopher Rios' day is done. He turns things over to Michael Urbano, coming out of the pen for the Owls, and facing Luis Sari, who's 0 for 2 here in game number 2. 1 out. And the first pitch by Urbano to Sari is in there for strike 1. Buccaneers have played some small ball. The inning started 3 straight singles, 2 on bunts, and a ground ball by Vega reached on a fielder's choice. He ended up scoring. Throw over to first to check on Goodrich. And then Kevin Foreman had a single. He scored a 2 RBI single by Nate Goodrich. So some small ball and some speed. A couple big stolen bases in this inning for the Buccaneers as well. Pitch to Sari inside. It bends back Sari there, 1-1. Goodrich leads off of first. The 1-1 to Sari. High pop-up into shallow right. Who's going to get it? Who's going to get it? It's going to fall for a base hit. Goodrich motoring around second. He'll get to third easily and without a throw. As the throw comes into second, throw to first to check on Sari, and he's back safe. As Sari drifted a little bit too far off the bag. Nate Goodrich getting to third on the opposite field single by Luis Sari. And again, the Buccaneers are set up first and third. 1 out for Justin Monero, who doubled and scored in the second inning and had a single in the third. He's 2 for 2 in the cleanup spot here in game number 2, and an opportunity to clean the bases up here again in the fourth. Buccaneers have already put up a 4 spot, and Monero shows bunt. Throw to first to check on Sari. He's back ahead of the throw at first. Runners on the corners, 1 out. Michael Urbano on in relief of Christopher Rios here in the bottom of the fourth. Monero showing bunt again, pulls it back and takes a ball. Sari certainly a threat to go, which is why they've been paying particular attention to him. And Nate Goodrich keeping an eye on things as well. Throw down to second coming. Goodrich breaks to the plate. Sari stays put. Ball outside to Monero. Buccaneers looking to break things open here in the fourth. And a strike there to Monero. 2-1. Throw it first to check on Sari. He's back safe. Runners on the corners. Monero off third. Check that Goodrich off third. Monero at the plate. And Sari leads off of first. 1 away. 4 runs already in the inning for the Buccaneers. Sari goes. Throw down to second. Bounces and not nearly in time. So Sari steals second base. And now runners again second and third for the Buccaneers, 1 out. So it takes out the double play possibility for the Owls. Urbano delivers outside to Monero. And we got ourselves a full count. Second and third, 1 out. The 3-2 from Urbano to Monero outside, and the bases are loaded. So a 1 out walk to Monero. Bases loaded, 1 out. Dante DePalma now the hitter. He grounded to shortstop in the second inning and grounded to shortstop in the third on a 6 unassisted as Merle had tagged the bag to end the threat in the third. Buccaneers lead 8-5, bottom of the fourth, bases loaded. And pitch by Urbano is outside, 1-0. The 9th hitter of the inning for Atlantic Cape here in the fourth. Nowhere to put DePalma. Runners lead from every base. Urbano deals upstairs, and it's 2-0. Did not like the call, expresses as much. Urbano, so 2-0 the count on Dante DePalma. Padilla playing in on the grass at third. The 2-0 is in there for a strike, and count 2-1. Owls playing in at the corners. Double play depth up the middle. The 2-1. Grounded foul outside of third. And the count now 2-2 on Dante DePalma. Buccaneers have scored 4 runs here in the 4th inning. Game 2 of a doubleheader, a 7-inning contest, so making things count here in the 4th. Small ball, some speed. Bases loaded, 2-2. Outside, and the count's gone full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The bases are loaded for the Buccaneers here in the bottom of the 4th. Already 4 runs across. Buccaneers looking to break things open. The 3-2. Driven down the right field line, foul and out of play. And we'll do it again. So DePalma putting together quite an at-bat here for the Buccaneers in the 4th. Hitting in the 5 spot here in game 2. Chance to break things open here. The 3-2. Grounded in toward the gap and right. A run scores. 2 runs. Throw to the plate. 2 runs score on the infield single by Dante DePalma to second base. And the Buccaneers take a 10-5 lead. So Leah DiCadio, as we'll check it out on the BFA Sports replay, trapped the ball but had trouble getting back up and making the throw. So he stopped the ball from going into right field. Goodrich scored with ease, and on his heels was Luis Sari to score the 2nd run on that play. Sari scoring from second base on the ground ball. Driven into right field by Moretta. Getting underneath it is Alvera. He'll make the catch. Monero does not advance at second. There's now 2 away. That was Moretta's 2nd at bat of the inning. And Montanicello will have his 2nd at bat of the inning here. He singled and scored a run. Buccaneers have scored 6 runs here in the 4th. 2 out. Runners lead first and second. Driven into right center field. It'll fall for a base hit and go toward the track. 1 run scores Monero. Rounding third and staying put at third base is Dante DePalma, and the Buccaneers take an 11-5 lead.
Now back, number 25, Jack Jones.
Jack Jones now the hitter. He singled in his last at bat in the 4th. Strike there from Urbano. Jones, the 12th batter of the inning for the Buccaneers. They've scored 7 runs in the 4th and are pouring it on. Runners lead second and third, 2 away. Urbano, who would come on in relief of Rios' inning, deals, and that one fouled off by Jones. There's some action going in the Owls bullpen. Somebody doing some stretching and now starting to toss down the right field line. Urbano delivers. High pop up. Jones in the shallow right. Who's going to grab it? It's going to fall. Fair. Foul. And it looked like it had been called fair, but now called foul. So Antonicello and DePalma will go back to their respective bases. Jones will go back to the plate It looked like it had gone foul, and somebody yelled fair down there. So 0-2 the count. 2 outs. Runners go back to second and third. And another opportunity for Jack Jones. Urbano delivers inside. Moves Jones off the plate a tad. And a nightmarish inning for the Owls. Urbano delivers. Jones hits it to the screen behind the plate. And the count remains 1-2. Buccaneers won game 1 of today's doubleheader by a score of 3-1. As mentioned, highlighted by the dominant pitching performance of Joe Hamill, who struck out 11 and pitched a complete game, 7 innings. Ryan Master struggled here in game 2 on the mound for the Buccaneers and bailed out early by the Buccaneers, and certainly have expanded on that lead in the 4th. Pitch to Jones, back to the screen again, so he spoils a pitch and stays alive. 7 runs in the 4th inning here for Atlantic Cape. This is the 12th batter of the inning. Urbano gets the sign and delivers. Driven up the middle, that'll drive in another. De Palma scores, motoring around third and coming to score without a throw is Antonicello. It is 13-5, 9 runs here in the 4th inning for Atlantic Cape. A 2 RBI single by Jack Jones. And that'll bring up Javier Vega, had a fielder's choice RBI and scored earlier in the 4th. The 13th hitter of the inning. Urbano deals outside to Vega. His action continues in the Owls bullpen down the right field line. Urbano delivers. Vega hits one through into right field for a base hit. Heading around second toward third is Jones. He'll get there without a throw. Now he's going to round third as the ball got bobbled out there and right. Jones will score all the way from first. And it is 14-5 Buccaneers as they've poured it on here in the 4th. Ten runs in the 4th inning. And that looks like it'll be all for Michael Urbano. Had come on earlier this inning in relief of Christopher Rios. And the Owls will make a call to, looks like the call to the bullpen. We'll wait for the official sign from, nope, it's just a mound visit. And talking things over with Brett Picaro was with Michael Urbano. There was some action going on in the bullpen, so a premature announcement on my part there. So Kevin Foreman now the hitter. Vega on second base. Foreman had a single, scored a run earlier in the 4th. He is the 14th batter of the inning. Vega leads off second, 2 away. And Urbano deals in the dirt. It goes to the backstop. Vega gets to third. Buccaneers have scored 10 runs here in the 4th. Came into the bottom half of the 4th trailing 5-4. And have answered back in a big way. Urbano delivers. Foreman drives it into right. Olvera will watch it go out of play. Foul down the right field line. Balico in the bullpen for the Owls. Runner on third, 2 away. Pitch to Foreman, and that one's upstairs. It's been an offensive clinic for the Buccaneers here in the fourth. Pitch to Foreman, and there's a strike. Urbano's shaking his head. He's wanted some strikes called earlier. Buccaneers have somebody warming up in their bullpen. It's been a long inning, so we'll see if Ryan Master comes back out. That one grounded foul down the third base line. So Ryan Master's certainly been sitting for a while. We'll take the run support, though. Buccaneers have put up 10 runs here in the fourth. Pitch to Foreman. Grounded foul in front of the Buccaneers dugout. And we'll do it again. Vega leads off third, 2 outs. Urbano deals. Foreman drives it into left. It'll fall for a base hit. And it'll go all the way to the wall. Vega scores with ease. Foreman motoring around second. He'll get to third with an RBI triple. It is 15-5.
Now batting, number 32,
Nate Goodrich now the hitter. He had an RBI, 2 RBI single earlier in the fourth, and then later came around to score. He is the 15th hitter of the inning. And that looks like, we'll wait for the official signal here. It looks like it'll be all for Michael Urbano. And the Owls will indeed make a pitching change here. We'll go to a break on BFA Sports. Back here in the bottom of the fourth inning as the Owls make a pitching change. Pablo Balico out of the pen. Third pitcher of the game for Union County. Buccaneers have sent 14 men to the plate here in the fourth. They've scored 11 runs. Nate Goodrich up to the plate. Had a 2 RBI single in the fourth, earlier in the fourth, and also scored a run. Kevin Foreman on third following an RBI triple that knocked Michael Urbano out of the game. And first pitch to Goodrich from Balico is a strike. Action continuing in the Buccaneers bullpen, so we'll see if the Bucs make a pitching change in the fifth. Pitch in the dirt, blocked there by Tabak, and the count 1-1 on Goodrich. Buccaneers won Game 1 of today's doubleheader, 3-1. Lead 15-5 here in the fourth inning of Game 2. Goodrich lines it foul down the third base line out of play. And the count 1-2. Double barrel action now for the Buccaneers in their pen. Balico deals. Ground ball to second, and it eats up. It goes into center field for a base hit. It eats up the second baseman, Padilla, or check that, like Leocadio. And it is 16-5 on the E4. Louis Sorry now the hitter, singled and scored earlier in the fourth. He is the 16th batter of the fourth inning, as the Buccaneers have scored 12 runs in the bottom of the fourth. Sorry 1 for 3 on the day in Game 2, and looks at a strike there. Balico deals outside to Louis Sorry. Ball and 2 strikes. Goodrich leads off at first, 2 away. And Balico deals, found back to the screen behind the plate. And we'll do it again. Goodrich leads off first, 2 away. Balico deals again to Sorry. High fly into right. Olvera chasing it toward the line and makes the catch against the fence, and that will end things here in the fourth. 16 batters come to the plate, 12 runs for the Buccaneers here in the fourth. They lead 16-5. We go to the fifth on BFA Sports.
It's more than a game. It's more than just practice. It's more than coaching.
It's more than learning.
It's more than baseball. It's a program that transforms lives.
And that's why we need your help to transform the baseball field at Atlantic Cape that has gone unused for years. Through the Bring It Home Capital campaign, we'll work to restore and revitalize the field on campus, giving the Buccaneers a true home field advantage, where we can honor their hard work and dedication. We don't just teach these young men how to be better ball players, we teach them how to be better people. Instilling values like responsibility, commitment, and dependability help us bring it home. Let's show these young athletes that there's nothing that can't be accomplished through determination and teamwork. It's more than baseball, it's changing lives, and together we can make a difference.
We go to the top of the 5th inning. Buccaneers lead 16-5 after scoring 12 runs in the bottom of the 4th. There was some action going in the 4th, even double-barrel action for the Buccaneers in their pen, but Ryan Master back out there for his 5th inning of work. It'll be Leocadio, Tabak, and Montez for the Owls in the 5th. Tues. And the 1-0 grounded back to the mound. Easy play for Ryan Master. He'll walk it himself, as Leocadio did not run it out. So 1 away. Max Tabak now the hitter. He's 0 for 1 with a walk, a run scored, and a strikeout. And there's a strike. Ryan Master, who had struggled with command early in the game, has found something in the middle innings and certainly aided by a big lead. That ball driven out of play. Foul down the right field line. So certainly pitching with a very comfortable cushion here in the 5th. And now Master steps off. And back up and delivers. Ground ball to first. Easy play for Moretta, and there's 2 away. And that'll bring up Joel Matos. Walked and scored in the 2nd inning, had a double in the 3rd. And that was the lone hit in the 3rd inning, lone base runner. So Ryan Master settled into a little bit of a comfortable groove here. 2 quick outs in the 5th. That one driven down the right field line, foul and out of play. Game 2 of a doubleheader. 2 7-inning contest. The 0-1 outside. The 1-1. Count 2-1. Outfield for the Buccaneers. Vega in left center. Kevin Foreman all the way over in right center. Nate Goodrich a little bit, not at the line, but a little bit deeper toward his left in right field. And it's all a moot point here. A ground ball to short. Sorry, Fields throws to first. And a nice easy 1-2-3 inning for Ryan Master and the Buccaneers. 16-5. We go to the bottom of the 5th on BFA Sports. We go to the bottom of the 5th here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City. Vin Avenue with you here on BFA Sports. Game 2 of a doubleheader between Union County and Atlantic Cape. Buccaneers lead 16-5 as we get things going in the bottom of the 5th. It'll be Justin Monero, Dante DePalma, and Frank Moretta Buccaneers scored 12 runs in the fourth, sending 16 to the plate. Pablo Balaco, who had come on to get the final out of the fourth inning, back out there. And the 1-0, swing and a miss. Count 1-1 on Monero. Doubled and scored, singled, and walked. The 1-1 from Balaco, swing and a miss. And Monero now down to 1-2. Balaco delivers the 1-2, and that one's outside, 2-2. And Monero chops it down the third base line. Balaco will field, but he won't throw, so it'll be an infield single for Justin Monero to get things going in the fifth. It was a slow rolling ground ball. By the time Balaco got there, Monero was well at first base. So leadoff man aboard, Dante DePalma now the hitter. Grounded out in the second and the third, and singled in the fourth. And that pitch inside from Balaco. And that's upstairs, 2-0. Buccaneers winning game one of today's doubleheader 3-1. In a pitcher's duel, Joe Hamill had 11 strikeouts in that game. Complete game, 7 innings. Ryan Master struggled pitching for the Buccaneers here in game two, but then found something in the last couple innings, and certainly very thankful for the run support here in game two. Buccaneers scoring 12 in the fourth inning. Lead 16-5. 7-inning game. And DePalma grounds it to third. Throw to second, one on, and no relay to first. So the lead man, Monero, out at second. There's one away. So DePalma reaches on the fielder's choice. Frank Moretta now the hitter. And Balaco deals inside, ball one. And that one's outside. Mo Antonicello on deck for the Buccaneers here in the bottom of the fifth. Runner leads at first, one out, and there's a strike. Count 2-1 on Frank Moretta. Balaco deals upstairs, and it's 3-1. As there's some movement again in the Owls bullpen down the right field line. 3-1. And that one grabs some plate, 3-2. So full count on Moretta. DePalma leads off of first base with one out here in the bottom of the fifth. And the pitch grounded into left field for a base hit. So a one-out single for Frank Moretta. De Palma moves to second. And the Buccaneers have two aboard with one away. Cello now the hitter. Started all with some small ball in the fourth inning. On 3 straight singles. And then things took a turn from there. Some stolen bases. The Buccaneers played small ball really well and then got some big hits along the way. And pounded out 12 runs. Put on an offensive clinic, a showcase in the bottom of the fourth. Two aboard here in the bottom of the fifth with one gone. And Balico deals to Antonicello, hits one into center field. Now going over towards right with the wind, and Alvaro makes a catch for the second out. And that'll bring up Jack Jones to the plate with two away. He had his fixing his spikes there in the on-deck circle. Had his catcher's gear on. Or the shin guards, anyway. So 2 on, 2 out here in the bottom of the fifth. Buccaneers lead 16-5. Balico deals low and in the dirt, 1-0 on Jones. First and second, Balico deals. Jones drives it down the right field line, foul and out of play. So 1-1. Javier Vega on deck for the Bucks. As action continues in the Owls bullpen. Balico deals outside. Good grab there by Tabak to prevent it from going to the backstop. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners lead first and second. Buccaneers lead 16-5. Balico deals in the dirt, and it's 3-1. And there's a ground ball to shortstop. Throw to second, the easy out. And that'll do it for the Buccaneers here in the fifth. 16-5 as we go to the sixth on BFA Sports.
It's more than a game. It's more than just practice. It's more than coaching.
It's more than learning.
It's more than baseball. It's a program that transforms lives.
And that's why we need your help to transform the baseball field at Atlantic Cape that has gone unused for years. Through the Bring It Home Capital campaign, we'll work to restore and revitalize the field on campus, giving the Buccaneers a true home field advantage, where we can honor their hard work and dedication. We don't just teach these young men how to be better ball players, we teach them how to be better people. Instilling values like responsibility, commitment, and dependability help us bring it home. Let's show these young athletes that there's nothing that can't be accomplished through determination and teamwork. It's more than baseball, it's changing lives, and together we can make a difference.
We go to the top of the sixth inning here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City. Vin Avenue with you here on BFA Sports. 16-5 Bucks, and they make a pitching change. As Ryan Masters' day is done after 5 innings. It is Matt Vega on in relief. Taking over. See if you can get the Bucs to the final 2 innings. For the Owls coming up in the 6th inning, it'll be Jake Krawczyk. And then back to the top of the order with Cesar Murillo and Brian Padilla. Ryan Masters struggled in the early part of the game for the Buccaneers, as mentioned, giving up 4 runs in the first couple innings and kind of struggled with command of the strike zone and trying to find the plate. And walked 4-5 in the 2nd inning alone. Union County scored 2 in the first, 2 in the second. They led 4-1 after 2 innings. Buccaneers tied things up at 4 in the 3rd. Owls took a 5-4 lead in the top of the 4th. And boy, did the Buccaneers answer back. They scored 12 runs in the bottom of the 4th. And that's where we stand now, starting off inning number 6, 16-5. Swing and a miss by Krawczyk, who bunted back to Ryan Master in the 2nd inning and struck out in the 3rd. He's 0 for 2. Swing and a miss. Kind of a defensive swing there. It's 0-2 though on Krawczyk. Vega delivers. Swing and a miss, and there's 1 away. Cesar Murillo now the hitter. Singled and scored in the 1st, walked in the 2nd inning, and singled and scored in the 4th. Looking to get things going for his team here in the 6th. With 1 gone, Vega deals a strike, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 inside, and it's 1-1. Vega getting an opportunity to get some work out of the bullpen with his team up by 11. Ryan Master went 5, gave up 5. High pop-up foul, and Moretta watches it go into the seats, first base side out of play. And the count 1-2 on Murillo. The 1-2. And that one misses low, 2-2. The 2-2 from Vega. Swing and a miss. Drop there by Jones. He'll tag out Murillo, who stays put, and there are 2 away. Although Murillo contesting that he fouled it off to no avail, so he'll have to head back to the dugout. 2 gone, and Brian Padilla. Now the hitter, he's 0 for 3 on the day. A couple of ground outs and a fly out. Swing and a miss. Kind of an uppercut propeller type swing there for strike number 1 as Padilla jumped out of his shoes. The 0-1 from Vega. That one's inside. Padilla has to jump back a little bit, 1-1. The 1-1. And that one's a little low, 2-1. Region 19 season coming to a close. Buccaneers looking to end on a high note. And looking to sweep the doubleheader today of Union County. After falling in a single game to Bergen County yesterday afternoon. Swing and a miss. And ball goes to the backstop. Atlantic Cape lost 11-6 yesterday to Bergen County, won 3-1 in Game 1 today. Lead 16-5 here in Game 2. Vega delivers. And a 2-out walk to Brian Padilla. Javier Alfonso now the hitter. He singled in the first. It was intentionally walked in the second inning and then reached on an E7 in the fourth. 2 outs here in the sixth. Padilla leads off first. First pitch to Alfonso is a strike. The 1-0. Check that 0-1, now 1-1. Vega deals the 1-1. Swing and a miss. And count's gone 1-2. Vega struck out the first 2 hitters of the inning, Krawcheck and Murillo, and then walked Padilla on 6 pitches. He's got Alfonso in a 1-2 hole. And that one elevates, and it's 2-2. The 2-2 from Matt Vega. One's low, full count. So back-to-back full counts following the first 2 outs of the inning via the strikeout. Went full count on Brian Padilla and ended up walking him. Now a 3-2 count on Javier Alonso. The 3-2. Chop foul outside of first. And we'll do it again. Once again, the 3-2 from Matt Vega. And that one's outside, so back to a called strike 3. Had everybody fooled. A late call by the home plate umpire. Alonso is halfway to first base. But at the end of the inning, 3 strikeouts for Matt Vega. It is 16-5. We go to the bottom of the 6th on BFA Sports. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City. Buccaneers lead 16-5. Javier Vega, Kevin Foreman, Nate Goodrich. The hitters coming up for the Bucs, and Pablo Balaco, who got the final out of a 12-run 4th inning, pitched a scoreless 5th, and back out there for inning number 6, looking to keep things at 16-5. Vega hits a high pop up into right. Olvera will watch it go into the seats out of play. And the 0-1. Balaco deals outside, 1-1. The 1-1. Now one takes a turn outside. It's 2-1 on Vega. And Vega's worked a 3-1 count. Balaco thought that one clipped the outside corner. 3-1 on Vega, leading things off in the bottom of the 6th. And he draws a leadoff walk.
Number 1,
Kevin Foreman now steps up to the plate. So Vega on first, Kevin Foreman up. Is that a good day? Looking to keep things going in the 6th. High pop into right center. Who's going to come and get it? It's the diving catch. Did he get it? Yes. Nice play out there in the center by Joe Matos. And there is one away. And Omar Luis will come up to pinch hit for Nate Goodrich. 1-on-1 out here in the 6th. Luis grounds one foul down the right field line. And the 0-1 in the dirt, 1-1. Vega leads off first. That one fouled back behind the plate by Luis. It's 1-2. Luis Sorry on deck. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. And Luis down on strikes for out number 2. Sorry comes up with 2 gone and Vega leading off first. And first pitch in there for strike 1. That one in the dirt, 1-1. Vega leading off first, but not a threat to go here with his team up by 11. The only way he'll be going to second base is on a hit or a walk. Sorry, laces that one foul down the right field line out of play. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Buccaneers lead 16-5 thanks to a 12-run 4th inning. Balico deals. Sorry, pops that one up. Foul territory and into the seats. So count remains 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Luis Sari. That pitch up high, 2-2. The 2-2. Sari hits it to the screen behind home plate. And we'll do it again. Sorry, putting together a nice at bat here in the bottom of the 6th, working the count, trying to get a pitch he likes to drive. Vega reached on a leadoff walk to get things going here in the bottom of the 6th, and then Foreman flew out to center, and Omar Luis struck out, pinch hitting for Nate Goodrich. So the 2-2 to Luis Sari. Balico deals in the dirt, and it goes to the backstop. Vega certainly not a threat to run. His team up by 11, so not going to take second base. So 3-2 the count now on Luis Sari. Grounded back to Balico. He's going to take it himself. Toss to first now instead to Alonso. And that'll do it for the Buccaneers here in the 6th. 16-5. We go to the 7th inning. Last licks for the Owls on BFA Sports coming up.
It's more than a game. It's more than just practice. It's more than coaching.
It's more than learning.
It's more than baseball. It's a program that transforms lives.
And that's why we need your help to transform the baseball field at Atlantic Cape that has gone unused for years. Through the Bring It Home Capital campaign, we'll work to restore and revitalize the field on campus, giving the Buccaneers a true home field advantage, where we can honor their hard work and dedication. We don't just teach these young men how to be better ball players, we teach them how to be better people. Instilling values like responsibility, commitment, and dependability help us bring it home. Let's show these young athletes that there's nothing that can't be accomplished through determination and teamwork. It's more than baseball, it's changing lives, and together we can make a difference.
We go to the top of the 7th inning here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City. Vin Ebenu with you here on BFA Sports. First pitch of the 7th, lined right to Frank Moretta by Daniel Decker. And there is one away. And that'll bring up Axel Alvera. Miguel Leocadio will follow him here in the 7th. Matt Vega out there for his second inning of work after 5 innings from Ryan Master. And Vega deals low. And the count 1-0 on Olvera. Olvera had an RBI double in the first, struck out in the second, and flew out to right field in the 4th. Pitch from Vega outside. The 2-0, swing and a miss. Olvera with an uppercut there, looking for a fly ball. Comes up empty, it's 2-1. The 2-1, swing and a miss. And Matt Vega's got Axel Olvera in a 2-2 count. The 2-2. Just missed, and the count's gone full. John Dempsey has, by the way, taken over at third base for Justin Monero. Just a defensive replacement. The 3-2. Hit high in the air into left. Vega running toward left, and it'll fall in for a base hit. He had been in more toward left center and had to venture on over to the other side of left field. So a 1-out single for Olvera. And that'll bring in Miguel Leocadio, who is 0 for 3 here in game 2. Or check that, we're going to have a pinch hitter. First pitch swung on and missed. It's Giordano Compras coming on a pinch hit for Leocadio. And there's strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. They're on first. Buccaneers lead 16-5 here in game 2 of a doubleheader. They won game 1 3-1. They're looking for a sweep. And that pitch outside. Matt Vega in his second inning of work in relief of Ryan Master, who went 5. And the 1-2 outside, 2-2. The 2-2 popped up, and it'll go into the seats out of play. The 2-2 driven into center right to Antonicello, flips to, throws to first. It's a double play! And that's the way the ball game ends. Buccaneers win this one 16-5 on the double play turn there by Antonicello. Buccaneers win game 2 16-5. They sweep the doubleheader this afternoon 3-1, 16-5 over the Union County Owls. Game 1 dominated by the pitching performance of Joe Hamill with 11 strikeouts. This one dominated by the Atlantic Cape offense, scoring 12 runs in the 4th inning, sending 16 batters to the plate, and ending things on a high note here on Tuesday afternoon. For our entire crew here at BFA Sports, I'm Vin Abenu. Thank you for joining us, and have a great night.